Okay, welcome back, everyone. We are continuing with our Children's Day series over here. And joining us today is Dr. Sushil Kumar Meher, who is the head health IT at AIMS and has been there for more than 12 years now and has done his MCA NIT from Rourkela in Orissa. And also joining us is Aditya Meher, Dr. Sushil's son, who is going to be telling us more about his career plans and how exactly he decided to pursue his current area of interest, all of that. So please stay tuned and watch more. Welcome, Dr. Sushil.
Yeah, good morning, and nice to have this session. And
Right.
really, it will be a wonderful session for everyone. Yeah.
Right, right. So I'll start with you. And first thing that I need to understand and I would really want to understand is that, your son has chosen a path completely different from yours. You're into healthcare, healthcare, IT and medical and all of that. Whereas he has chosen aviation and intends to become a pilot in the future. So how do you view his entire decision? And were you a part of that decision ever?
See, I understand that. I understand today's days that opportunity is everywhere. Okay, opportunity is everywhere. Okay, but that opportunity you have to grab it. Okay, whether it is my profession or any other professions. Okay, and we have to give a platform to them to achieve each in his interest and do excellency in his desired domain. So that is my objective to promote to my son that choose your profession, but you have to do excellent in your profession.
Right. So you're happy with his decision, whatever he has made. The only
Of
I
course,
right.
because he's putting his effort in such a way. I'm very very happy and I'm satisfied with his effort to doing his job. Frankly
But did
speaking.
it ever cross your mind that he didn't choose a field such as yours and has gone into a completely different area altogether?
See, these sort of things we have discussed in many forum with my friend circle, in my social circles. Everybody is surprised, and nobody has asked me why he's choosing this profession. Because commercial pilot, but it is a different kind of job. Very less people in my industry they understand that what is the commercial pilot and what is the challenges and what are the futures. Hardly people know it. And when he is in the training sessions and the efforts what he is giving it, and we are learning from him also that this is the pilot, they have their responsibility and what are the challenges they are facing it each and every day and every time they are facing the challenges. Okay, and they are handling it. Really it is a one of the what I'll say, I'm very satisfied on his decision. The future we do not
Definitely.
know. Yeah, future we do not know, but the effort what he has given it, it is excellent.
All right. All right. Coming to you, Aditya, please tell us more about this decision of yours. Why did you choose to, pursue this field? And what was the entire thought process that was running at the back of your mind when you went ahead and took
Uh,
this decision?
all right, Pooja, first of all, thank you so much for including me in the meeting. Coming back to your question, um, as I said earlier, I was very much interested in the field of aviation from the very start of my junior years. You know, when it comes to the curiosity of machines, when it comes to the technicalities and the things revolving around that. So eventually, I sort of grew that interest towards machines and started learning about it. And the more I learned about it, the more I knew I could be good at it. And
Right.
eventually, that interest sort of turned into a hobby of knowing things. And I truly believe that if you are interested in doing something, things come very flawless to you.
Right.
So I consider myself to be a very flawless pilot because at the end of the day, I'm very curious about it. At the end of the day, I don't see it as a work chore. I see it as an interest. So
So
things
clearly
are very
passion drives you, Aditya. Clearly passion is
absolutely,
what drives you.
absolutely, absolutely.
So,
Things are very seamless at the end of the day. They're not something that bothers you.
so how
So
soon we'll be seeing you flying this commercial
uh,
flight?
hopefully next year. Hopefully next year.
Hopefully next year.
The next
All
year, the next year looks very much. It's a bright year for the Indian aviation market.
right, right. Coming back to you, Dr. Sushil, now that he's chosen this field of, his preference, how do you see him growing? And are there any suggestions that you ever give to him?
See, what Aditya already spoken to you, you can't believe it. At the age of 2, he's looking towards this profession, and still date, he's continuing with that passion. So this is the things means he's very focused. That is the things. Whatever you are doing, you have to be focused. When you are unfocused, definitely the effort you will give it, and each effort, what you are giving it at the end of the day, you are enjoying it.
Right, right,
Okay, okay. In initial period, I was little bit upset, frankly speaking. I've advised him to see at least you have to do a graduation, because pilot training, getting the license, the minimum qualification is so you're supposed to be a plus two science. Okay, so in these cases, I've asked him to that anyway you do the graduation, after the graduation you go for pilot training. But what he was saying that no, why I lose 3 to 4 years in this area, and I have to go after passing out my plus two science. And but when his passion, his interest, his efforts, what I have seen it, it is better to send him as his wish. I should not be an obstacle for him on his wish, to choose a very highly professionalized training, commercial pilot training. So,
right. So instead of imposing
he-
things on him, you decided that let him pursue and go the
yeah,
way
yeah,
he
yeah,
wants to go,
yeah,
take his
yeah,
life out. So
yeah.
Aditya, coming to you on that, what are your future plans? You seem pretty determined and clear in your head what you want from your life and your career. So please tell me more about that.
Absolutely. There are. I am someone who who likes to plan a lot more ahead than I should be otherwise. When it comes to the field of aviation now, uh, like Papa said, the field of aviation is a very professional environment. It is peak performance always. You have to be at your very best. So when it comes to my career goals, it usually revolves around flying a lot of different aircrafts. So I believe one way of being a very good pilot, or at least one way of being a very good pilot in the field that you exist, is to have the exposure that you've all a vast amount of exposure would be the right way to put it. So, couple of years in India. Although India is a great market for the aviation industry, but it's still very primitive. It's still very constricted. But other countries have a very beautiful aviation market. Not in terms of job opportunities, but in terms of the flying experiences and the flying quality that you get. Not saying India lacks any of the flying quality. It's just that there isn't a lot of challenges that come with the Indian aviation.
Right, right. So does it stop at that? Does it stop at
Uh,
flying and aviation, or you have other plans too?
I do have other plans. I do want to start a very well-established music business, and this would be something that will be parallel to my flying as well. On the long run, I would still be flying. I do see myself flying up until the age of retirement, but parallelly, I do want to start a very well-established music business.
All right, all right. We wish you well for that one. Coming
Thank
back
you.
to you, Dr. Sushil, you're from the healthcare IT background. We can't really let you go without asking you this one question. How do you see technology really reshaping the healthcare IT industry, and which technology, according to you, is going to really, reimagine the landscape?
Yeah. In healthcare, right now, people have already started to ascertain the technology in healthcare. Earlier, it was a taboo for everyone. Do not have the faith and belief on technology in healthcare. After COVID, people have started accepting it. Everything is gone virtualizations and AI assistant. So the future of in healthcare is AI definitely, but AI assisted in virtual healthcare, it will take a big role in the at least in India, because in India the one doctor, it is around 1900 population. It's supposed to be 400. So that much of means manpower, doctors manpower is lacking in India. So AI plus virtual environments, that gap some extent can fill it.
Right.
So future is, that is one thing. Second part is that people have started using it, the healthcare two different tools. There is biopatching, okay, and your mobile health. All the apps, many apps you might have seen it, that is in the mobile. And the future, whatever it is coming in any features in the in the mobile, it will come on healthcare basis. There is no other options are left. Everything's already been developed. Only healthcare's extra features they will put it in the mobile, and people started using that one. And after the COVID, people are more cautious on healthcare. So that's why the technology, mobile technology with AI, virtual consultations or virtual means healthcare with AI, it will play a bigger role. But when we talk about after 2 years, 2 years, the prediction is that super AI is coming.
All right.
Super AI means the human being is not required to interact. Everything will be done by the itself, the AI. You can say robotics, only on robotics and AI. That will play a major role in healthcare in near future.
All right. Right. So for you, AI, virtual environments, and super AI is other, real technologies that are to watch out for.
Yeah.
Coming to you, Aditya, there's a sort of an integration in, IT and aviation. So what are your thoughts on, the technologies that are going to rule the roost in 2025 and beyond?
You know, not just a little, there's a lot of integration between the world of aviation and the IT industry. Because, there's this saying in the aviation industry that the modern the modern aircrafts we fly, we aren't really learning an aircraft to fly. We are learning a very, very complex computer to program. Because the aviation industry is such a safe industry to be in. There's a crash for every billionth of a chance. So you
Mm-hmm.
can lay down the odds by yourself and know how safe this industry is. Flying is a very safe business, and this is all possible because of the integration of very complex machineries. In fact, the big shots in the IT are the ones responsible for keeping the aircraft safe. A lot of the modern aircrafts, let's just say Airbus have their avionics programmed from Honeywell. So there's, or maybe Thales. So I feel that the uh, automation aspect of flying an aircraft is not just helping in terms of the safety, but it's also helping in terms of relieving pilot workload. Now we as pilots, we live in a very stressful environment of flying, keeping the operations absolutely hassle free 24/7.
Right.
So the automation aspect of it, or maybe the computation aspect of it, reduces our workload at the end. So in that way, the the mental sweat is reduced, and in a way, it really does help us keep ourselves calm. And not just that, in adverse weather conditions, we have systems that help us guide through everything. And we have the introduction of GPS in the 90s, which played such an important role with the navigation of modern aviation. Not
Clearly, in
just
the aviation space, technology has a big role to play, according to you. A huge
absolutely, absolutely. I'd say to a point where 50% of flying an aircraft is about learning the computation that involves the aircraft. So
I agree.
a lot of the, especially the modern airliners, the modern aircrafts that are retrofitted with such advanced computers and electronics. That is something that has and will, for the most part, reduce a lot of load when it comes to flying, making it furthermore safer. When it comes to the future of aviation, I don't think the AI aspect would replace real world pilots for the most part. That is only to ensure that consumer trust, because I do believe that consumer would be very consumer would feel safe if there is someone controlling the aircraft at the end. The
All
thing
right.
about
All right.
the thing
Okay, we are
about
sort of running out of time over here. So I just have a one last question to ask both of you. And this is the fun part, actually, where I get to understand, is there a memory of Aditya, Dr. Sushil, that you truly remember in his growing years, in his toddler years, and you really hold on to that memory? And the same question goes out to you, Aditya, your memory of growing up, of your father. What were the learnings, and what do you really, always keep at the back of your mind? So we can first have Dr. Sushil telling us.
My memory when he was very small kids at that time, uh, he's fond of different type of cars. Okay, so he was so fond of at the age of 2. When car is coming in the night, he can see the headlight and he can say which car is coming. He's so
Oh, he could
sharp at that
identify the.
time.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
he was
okay.
so sharp at that. And whenever we go to the market, he want to purchase any toy car. He want to purchase two car. He want to purchase two car. Why he purchased two car? One car he has to play. Another car he has to broke and see what is inside.
Wow, that's
So,
interesting.
so that yeah, that passion he has from the beginning.
All right,
So
all right.
yeah, yeah, and that is continuing till date. This is the one of the best side he has, and
Okay,
he's continuing that things till date. At this age also, he's continuing that passion is till date, and still he's focused on this. So
all right,
I hope, I hope definitely this kind of people they can succeed in their life. Yeah.
right. Who are so focused. What about you, Aditya?
Yeah.
Any growing up, years
I think
memory that you have?
a lot the fondest memories I've had was when I used to come after my vacation from school. So back in boarding school, we had 4 months of academics and then 2 months of vacation. So still remember fourth, fifth grade. So every time I came back from school, especially summers, we used to go evening 4 o'clock was Ames ka swimming pool time. So we used to catch a
Okay.
bus, come to the swimming pool. We used to swim. I was fond of swimming, and I think Papa had taught me how to swim back in Trivandrum or something, back in third grade or fourth grade, as far as I remember. So that memory sort of sticks to me, and then the fact that we have roamed countries. We used to roam quite a lot to different countries. So that is a memory that is still vivid in my head.
All right. Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Excellent.
one thing I want to share with you.
Yes.
When he was
Yeah, please.
he was a kid, at the time he's focused as a pilot. Okay, so he go through the internet, and he want to have a simulator at home. He choose a
Okay.
computer. What computer is required? What software is required? What are the other things which is integrated with the simulator? And he's build up a simulator at home, and you can't
Oh,
believe it. You can't believe it at the age of 8 or 9. Okay, he was using the simulator how to take up the flight and how to land the flight in different environment. So one day,
Okay.
one day he was showing me that see, this is the month of January, and the Chicago airport is full of snow. In the snow, how the flight will land? And in the
Oh,
simulator, he was showing me I'm landing this way.
okay. Okay. So he was always a very curious and passionate and
Yeah,
driven
yeah,
kid.
yeah,
Wow. Very few have that, quality in them.
yeah.
Thank you so much, both Sushil, Dr. Sushil and Aditya, for speaking to Digital Tech Media. I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed this session, and we hope you enjoyed it too. So once again, thank you for being a part of this Children's Day session from Digital Tech Media.